Do not obey. Zombie talk. I've seen some fish you cannot explain. What's up, guys? It's me, Do Not Obey, and let's get into another video. Now, this is going to be a little short story time. Have any of you guys ever in your life been alone in the house or not alone in the house and you hear the sound of something crashing? I don't mean like an automotive. I mean like something in your house, like dishes, like something falling off the shelf, but the shelf had like glass on it, you know, or like a curio cabinet. Keep that in mind. Now, this is 3 stories in one: my mother, me, and my son. All of this takes separate in different eras of life. My mom. So when my mom was little, I can't remember if she was at my grandmother's house, which had been her home, her childhood home, or she was at a family member's house. But she said that she was sitting in the room and she heard her, I think it was like one of her aunts. I cannot remember the name. So I think she said it was like one of her aunts, and she had like this curio cabinet with the old school, and you know, with all the plates and knickknacks and doohickeys and jiggity bobs, you know what I'm talking about. So she hears a big it sounded like the curio cabinet. She runs up into, I guess it would be the living room or wherever the cabinet is, and nothing's wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. She checks the whole house. Nothing in the house has fallen, broken, or been shattered. She did tell people that what she heard, I never got into detail what they said, but my mama said she believed that it was a spirit or maybe a family member. That was her opinion, right? So then I said, well, Mom, and this was actually yesterday, and what made me think about this is because my son had brought it up to me, like, I don't know, when he was over here last week, like, Mom, you remember when I called you? We're going to get on his story though, but my son reminded me of this, right? Fast forward to me. I remember being, and I've heard it more than once in my childhood home, okay? So let's just say one story because it's all the same sound. By this time, I want to say, let's do middle school because I'm older. I did hear it in elementary school, but I'm going to go with middle school because I was home alone. I believe I was in 8th grade. It was after my Nana had passed. Now, keep in mind, this happened way before my Nana had passed. It is not my Nana. It has no, I don't believe that at all. I don't even believe it's something good. So my mom has like this wooden curio cabinet with all her, you know, plates and doohickeys and little crystal like little, you know, whatever. I would take a picture of it, but I have a half-sister picture, well, 2 half-sisters, and their pictures are in the curio cabinet. And I'm not trying to like put their identity out there, which nobody would care anyway. Ugh. And, but I'll try to show like a original picture of what the curio cabinet looks like, if I can find it. All right, so I'm at home. I hear crashing. It sounded like somebody took the curio cabinet, picked it up, and just threw it down. Now keep in mind, this thing's humongous. It's still taller than me to this day, right? I run right in the kitchen because that's where it was. Nothing. Not a plate on the floor, curio cabinet fine, nothing. I checked the whole house, nothing. It's not like it hasn't happened before. Nothing. All right, fast forward to my son, Karan. I believe he was like 8 or 9. He was at his grandma's and he calls me. And he was like, Mama. I said, what's wrong? He said, I just heard something fall in the house, like a real loud sound, like it sounded like something in the kitchen. And I was like, baby, you know, go around and check. And I don't believe he was by himself. I think my mom was somewhere and my daddy was outside because he was young. Like, believe me, they would not leave him by himself. You wouldn't want to anyway. He was one of those boys. He would have burnt the house down. But so he said he went to check, and he was like really, really, really freaked out about it. He said there was nothing, bro, blah, blah, blah. So I remember telling him, I said, Ron, I heard the same thing when I was little. Same noise, same everything. Keep in mind, I never knew my mom had heard anything like that. So y'all got to think, we got my mom hearing the sound before I was ever created. Then you have me that hears the sound generations later. Then from my womb, my son hears the same thing. I don't know what it is. I don't feel like it's a good spirit. And in a way, I don't feel like it's demonic, but I don't feel like it's good either. I don't know what it is. I don't have any of you guys ever had experiences of hearing crashing sounds? Were we all hearing our other selves in different dimensions? Like, I don't understand what this is. Like, it's always bothered me. Like, my mom heard a sound of crashing. I get born, I hear the sound of crashing. Curio cabinet. My mama heard a curio cabinet. She ends up having a curio cabinet. Karan stays in the house with a curio cabinet, and we keep hearing the cabinet fall. I don't, you know, poltergeist. I don't know what it is. Is it like somebody trying to give us a message? I don't know what it is. So if there's anybody honestly out there, especially white witches, Wiccans, people that study the occult, do anybody know what does this mean? Like, 3 of us heard the same sound, but not at the same time. Totally 2 different generations, years and years apart. Like, for real, because it has been bothering me, and I haven't heard anything like that since. Like, for real, like, I haven't. So anyway, so I hope you guys did enjoy this little short story time. I'm just trying to get this out here. If y'all have any advice on what you think this could be that we all heard in total different points of our lives, please, please, y'all, I'm begging. Just leave me a comment below or something to get me started. You know how my brain is. I'll start doing the research. But if there's any white witches, Wiccans, people of the occult that can give me some type of understanding of what or whom this entity or entities or what this could be, or if you are a reader and you're able to pick up on my energy, can you just not say give me a free reading, but can you just drop a few gems down in the comments, leave your email, and I'll get in touch with you, because I really want to know what this is. Because when my son has kids and my grandkids hear the same damn thing, is it like a curse? Like, oh, gotcha, you know, like, is this a curse? Is this a sound of the curse that somebody did a long time ago in our family, in our you know, the generations? I have Northern Stars and Masons in my family, and I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to dive into that right now. I don't know when I can safely without upsetting people, or I don't know. So does that have something to do with it? Y'all, please let me know. All right, guys, do not obey. Stay woke. Peace.